Okay, so we are going to now talk about Spanish bureaucracy, and we're going to talk about the main industries that you are going to need to communicate with on your journey to becoming a self-employed worker. This is going to be a general overview, so don't worry, we are going to go into specifics on each place and each registration in different lessons. But this is an overview to hopefully help you understand how Spanish bureaucracy works. We are going to start with the first place that you will need to visit on your journey to becoming a self-employed worker or an employee, or basically doing any economic activity in Spain. You are going to need to visit, hopefully for one time only, depending on your business that you're going to start. You will need to visit the National Police Station to get your NIE number. You can also visit a foreign office or an embassy at home, but normally it's done in the National Police Station. Your NIE number or your TIE number are your unique identity numbers so that the Spanish government can track all your economic activity. What is an NIE? What is a TIE? An NIE number is a number given to anyone who is in the EU, EAA, or Switzerland. The TIE is given to anyone outside of these countries, so the UK or anywhere else not inside the EU. But they do the same thing. It's a unique number to track your economic activity. So if you want to open up a bank account, buy a house, rent a house long term, buy a car, become self-employed, sign an employment contract, all this needs to be tracked by the Spanish government, and they're going to use this NIE number to track you. For example, if you buy a car, you're driving down the street, the police stop you, they scan your license plate. It's all linked back to your NIE number. And of course, your details are linked to the NIE number. So this is how they keep a track of things. You will take the NIE number. Let's say that this is at the top of a pyramid. And you will use the NIE number to go to 3 different industries that all connect back to your NIE number. These 3 main industries we're going to talk about one by one. The first one we're going to talk about is the Ayuntamiento, or the town hall. Nearly for all of you, you will have to go to the town hall to get something called a padrón. Now this is an official document or certificate that proves that you live in a certain area or a certain house. The way Spain works, Spain is divided into different municipalities, and every single municipality has its own town hall that oversees local laws in that area. Madrid has one. Everywhere has one. I live in Gran Canaria, but more specifically, I live in a place called San Bartolomé de Tirajana, and that place has its own town hall, its own website, and anything that's related to local construction or licenses, you will need to go there and apply for it. So, town halls are definitely used for probably everyone watching this to get their padrón, their official proof of where they live. But if you want to open up a cafe, for example, if you want to open up a shop, build a house, you also need to get permission from these local town halls. The next of the big 3 that we're going to talk about is the social security system. This is national. You will need to take your NIE number from the first part at the police station, bring it to the social security system and register there if you're going to be self-employed or if you're going to be employed. Then you will pay every month to social security. You pay on a sliding scale. So if you make little money, you pay less. If you make a lot of money, you have to pay more social security. And the reason why you're paying social security, it's kind of heartbreaking because social security fees or payments are very, very high in Spain compared to other places in Europe. But if we can remind ourselves why we're paying them, it might not be so painful. So the reason why we're paying social security is that if you become unemployed and you're entitled to benefits, this will pay you. You are going to be using it for paternity or maternity leave. You're also paying into your pension. So it does have some benefits, but of course you're paying not just for your own benefits, you're paying for everyone in the whole of Spain's benefits. So if you never ever use paro or you're unemployed and get unemployment benefits and you die before you get a pension, yeah, but this is life. Unfortunately. Yeah, hopefully you use it for your pension at least. The third place in the big 3 is a place called Hacienda. So you're going to take your NIE number and you're going to register in Hacienda. This is where you pay your main taxes, let's call them. You will pay to Hacienda a tax called IRPF, which is your tax on your profits also on a sliding scale. And you're going to pay to Hacienda IVA, which is like VAT. It's like a VAT tax. Briefly, if you're in the Canary Islands, you pay a slightly different tax. It's called IHIC, and you don't pay IVA. But we're going to go into that specifically later. But they're both more or less VAT taxes. When you pay this tax, where does it go? Always good to try and remind yourself. Probably after many levels of corruption, this tax goes and is used by the government to build police stations, hospitals, schools, roads, possibly public museums, tourist promotions, different things like this. So those are the main three things, industries that you need to register with your NIE number. So quick recap, let's think of this triangle. From the NIE number, you go to the National Police Station to get your NIE number, or TIE, which is your unique identity number for tracking your economic activity. You use that number to go into the big three. You have your town hall, where you will most likely need to get your padron, which is your official proof of where you live. You'll use your NIE then to go to Social Security to register in Social Security and pay Social Security fees, which is going to cover unemployment benefit, your pension, maternity, paternity leave, etc. And you're going to use your NIE to go to Hacienda, where you register to pay taxes, where you pay IRPF and IVA. And this is going to help the government pay for schools, police, roads, etc. Now, this was a very general overview, of course. We are now going to stop with the generalizations, because in the next lesson, we're going to go into specifics, and we're going to start with the very top, the NIE number. We're going to go through screen shares, step-by-step guides, exactly what you need to do to get your NIE number and start on your road to becoming a self-employed worker in Spain.